Chairperson Dolores Rodriguez,
Present.
Vice Chairperson Mario Liscano,
Present.
Board Member Vittorio Puente.
May I have a motion to excuse Mr. Puente?
I make a motion, we excuse Commissioner Puente.
I second the motion. All in favor indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
And Mr. Puente has been excused. We go on to item, do we have any public testimonies? None. We'll go on to the regular agenda. A, approval of minutes for a special call meeting on Friday, August 20th, 2021.
I make a motion, we accept the minutes provided prior to this meeting for the special called meeting.
I second the motion. All in favor indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
And the minutes have been approved. We'll go on to item B, consideration and action, if any, approving and accepting the raw and final scores from the entry-level exam administered for peace officer for the police department on Saturday, October 16, 2021.
I make a motion, we go ahead and approve and accept the raw and final scores from the entry-level exam administered for peace officer.
And I second the motion. All in favor indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
And this motion carries. Item C, consideration and action, if any, approving and accepting the eligibility list from the entry-level exam administered for peace officer for the police department on Saturday, October 16, 2021.
I make a motion that we accept the eligibility list from the entry-level exam administered for peace officer.
I second the motion. All in favor indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
And the motion carries. We go on to item D, consideration and action, if any, approving and accepting the raw and final scores from the promotional exam administered for lieutenant for the police department on Tuesday, November 2nd, 2021. HR?
I make a motion that we approve and accept the raw and final scores from the promotional exam administered for lieutenant.
And I second the motion. All in favor indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
And this motion carries. Approves. Is approved. Consideration and action, if any, approving and accepting the eligibility list from the promotional exam administered for lieutenant for the police department on Tuesday, November 2nd, 2021.
I make a motion, we approve and accept the eligibility list from the promotional exam administered for lieutenant.
I second the motion. All in favor indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
And the motion carries. We'll go on to item 4, administrative reports. Chiefs?
Hello, Commission. It's good to be
Hello.
with you again.
Thank you.
Lots going on in the police department. As you mentioned, the hiring and promotions, and just want to mention a couple of things that I think are proud and good for Pharr, right? I want us to be proud of. We had a record turnout to our entrance exam, and we had 176 people register, and 130 actually came out and attended and took the test. That's just amazing to me.
Yes.
And not only because the number, but just in today's world, right, in policing challenges and recruiting and all that. So I feel like that's just something for us to be proud of, that many people showed up and wanted to be part of something special here in Pharr.
Yes.
So we have 89 that have passed the second part, the physical fitness part. So we have a bunch still, in the running, and it's pretty exciting times for us. So we're going to be doing some hiring very soon. And then the second part, as you just read, the promotion or lieutenant test. We're going to be having some promotions here pretty soon as well, here in the next few weeks. So that's always an exciting time for the PD as we get to not only promote, but gives people an opportunity to do different things, various assignments, and move people and stuff like that. So lots going on, and then we're getting ready for the holidays. Next week, we are celebrating our first ever Community Policing Academy. We're going to be having a dinner and graduation. We had 22 students that attended every class for the last 8 weeks for 2 hours. And we're really proud of that as well. That will be our first ever Community Police Academy alumni. And from that group, they will be part of our volunteer program. So now we'll be able to put them in different places where they want to volunteer, whether it's in administration or at our events, doing public events and that kind of thing. So that's our next step. And we already have people that want to be in our second Community Police Academy, and we'll have that sometime in the spring. So exciting times, lots going on. But that's it for the PD.
Thank you, Chief. Any questions for Chief? Thank you, Chief.
Hello, Madam Chair. I wanted to introduce myself to the commission. My name is Pilar Rodriguez. I'm the new fire chief. I was appointed by the city commission effective July 24th. I've been a member of the department for approximately 36 years already. I served in a volunteer capacity, but now I'm serving as the chief. Just have a couple things to report to you is that as part of the collective bargaining agreement and the budget approval process this year, we have new classifications for the fire department, and that is the position of battalion chief and captain. The battalion chief will be a promoted position, will require a promotional exam, and the captain's position is an appointed position by the fire chief. And so hopefully we'll be coming to you in approximately 90 days with some test results so we can start that promotional process within the fire department. We'll also be testing for some lower classifications such as lieutenant, engineer, and firefighter. The promotions will all cause a series of vacancies within the lower ranks as people promote up. And so we'll have to start filling those positions. So we're going to have a lot of movement within the fire department. We estimate we're going to have between 20 and 22 promotions in the next 90 to 180 days within the department. So we'll see a lot of change amongst the ranks in the department. And that's all I had to report to you. One other thing also, the fire department has undertaken a training program for the firefighters. There's now some prerequisites to promotion. The classification of engineer was the first one, and it was through the collective bargaining agreement. And now they have prerequisites on top of the time requirement in service in the prior classification. And so we've started that process to ensure that our firefighters have the ability to meet the prerequisites that were established. In the case of engineer, it's the state certification for driver operator pumper and driver operator aerial classification. Those are two certifications that are under the Texas Commission of Fire Protection. And so those are now prerequisites for a firefighter to be eligible to promote in addition to the existing requirements. So be happy to answer any questions.
Thank you, Chief. Any questions for Chief? Thank you, Chief, and welcome. We'll go on to item 5, I'm sorry. Civil Service Director's Report.
Hi, good afternoon. Pilar already took all my announcements, so thank you, Pilar. One thing you forgot to mention is the great efforts that you had this month with your department every Thursday outside our park. We're promoting Fire Prevention Month, correct? So we invited the community. Well, I say we because I take pride in it, but it was really them. And they started with a small Thursday, and every Thursday kept getting bigger and bigger and bigger. So I'm sure the community will be looking forward for those events next year. Thank you, and thank you to your staff. We don't have any other items to report. As I mentioned, I was going to, I'm sorry? The new station? Okay. So Mr. Wiley is feeling generous, and we are in the preliminary process of planning a super station that will be located on the north side of Pharr. Address to be determined, and it will be a combination of the fire department and also EMS headquarters. It's supposed to be a state-of-the-art station, so stay tuned for details. It's supposed to be a very promising station, so they're working also all the details to make that happen, hopefully here in the near future. I wanted to invite you and everybody who's watching to our Veterans Day Parade, which will be taking place tomorrow. Should be ready to start rolling at 4:30, followed by the market days that we will have here in our downtown park as well. Everybody's invited. The community is invited to join us. And then we'll also be doing a launch of fireworks at around 8:30ish or so. So hopefully the community can come out and have a good time.
Thank you. Any questions, Emily? Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
We'll go on to item 6, Civil Service comments. Mario?
Just a quick comment, and just want to make sure that we thank our public servants. And this past week when we had National First Responder Day, it was important for us to continue to thank all our EMS, law enforcement, and our fire protection team members and those people that are here within the city of Pharr for everything they do to protect us, not only life and property, but as now bringing it up to a different level. So we appreciate all the proactive activity that we see within the city. It's great to see the fire prevention and the police awareness robots that are out there. I think the city will be happy to see those as they interact with our kids and bring that information over to them. And I just wanted to make sure to applaud the effort of both chiefs on everything that's being done, and knowing that I know that all our citizens here in Pharr are strongly supporting all their efforts.
Thank you. If there are no further comments, we do not have anything for item 7, closed session, or 8. So we'll go on to item 9, adjournment.
I make a motion, we adjourn this meeting at 4:12 p.m.
I second the motion. All in favor indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
And this meeting is adjourned, time being 4:12.